Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Bridgewater Review as we look back at the 4th of July celebration, starting off with the parade that took place in town on a very, very warm Wednesday afternoon. I'm John Luck. We had audio issues at the start of the parade, so we'll take you up until we get the audio issues worked out with Scott Olson, Alicia Ford, and Jets Famer returning from California for July 4th here in town. As you see the police motorcycle make its way into the common. Saw the fire trucks come through at the start of the parade. Obviously, the firefighters play a very important role in keeping everybody safe during the fireworks spectacular, which we'll have for you in full coming up at the end of the program. Looks like we have members of the Bridgewater Veterans Council driving through right now, and let's not forget about the sacrifices that the veterans and those currently fighting for us right now are making, so that way we can celebrate and have the parades that we're having here on the 4th of July. Obviously doing a great job in keeping us safe, and they've done a great job keeping us safe. Once again, you see some of the people on the side of the road coming out in full here. Once again, the heat index well over 100 degrees at the start of the parade as the Bridgewater Town Council make their way down the common here, led by, looks like Sean George and Dennis Gallagher, Councilor Fitzgibbons, Councilor Wood, Aisha Loesch there as well. Council President Ted Haley bring out the rear. Celebrating here in town, and Angelo D'Amelia, the state rep for us here in Bridgewater, along with Rainham and Easton, has a local office over on Perkins Street. Arts for Youth coming up next now. The Youth Summer Multi-Arts Program for children and teens ages 7 to 15. Session 1 currently taking place. Session 2 starting July 16th. And running through August 3rd. Obviously a very fun time for some of the youngsters there, marching through the Star Wars characters. And next up, we're going to have The Little Mermaid. We actually had a chance to talk to the cast of The Little Mermaid, taking part in this year's play over at Bridgewater State University.
We're taking some creative choices, and we're really excited to bring it to the public.
There are definitely a lot of the same story elements to it, but it's a little more fleshed out.
We have an unbelievable cast, and that's what's made this such an enjoyable rehearsal process.
Meeting the kids is absolutely wonderful. I did Mary Poppins here too, and that's something that BSU really makes sure that they are inclusive of all of the kids after, with the meet and greets that we do at the end of the show, and they come up and they get to see their favorite Disney characters up close.
All right, and there you see the cast coming through right now. We'll obviously have Ariel and Sebastian as well. Flounder also on the float. Bridgewater State University's Performing Arts Center aims to bring high-quality, family-centered arts programming to the Bridgewater State University campus. Little Mermaid taking place July 13th through the 15th and July 20th through the 22nd. Seeing Bridgewater citizens for civility and respect coming through, along with Cub Scout Pack 88. Must be fun for some of these youngsters to march down the street, say hi to everybody here in town. Once again, having some audio issues, so we'll take you through the first part here, and then we'll send it back out for the rest of the parade with Alicia, Scott, and Jess Famer. Keeping pace, the next float up here, statewide nonprofit supporting families and families-to-be with multiple birth children. Center of Operations located in West Bridgewater, always looking for donations and volunteers. For more information on Keeping Pace, you can visit keepingpace.org. The 4th of July taking place right in front of Music Alley, and Alicia Ford had a chance to talk with the organizers of Music Alley about the new sensation here in town.
Looking for a purpose from a neon sign.
In 2016, a group of visionaries transformed the abandoned alley next to Town Hall into a place that supports the arts and brings the community together.
Happy birthday to
Now incorporated as a nonprofit, the Friends of Music Alley provide support and coordination of performers and others while using Music Alley.
We've had an opportunity to kind of bring something greater to the town of Bridgewater.
It's just been a great privilege working with folks who are very creative and passionate about the arts and music in particular, but then also to be around the artists and the musicians that we've been able to bring in here and provide free live music to our community.
You can find out more about Bridgewater's Music Alley on their Facebook page. You see a link for that on the bottom of the screen. Starting to become a very popular tradition here in town. Ryan Montbleu, Sean Fournier had a concert held in Legion Field because the Music Alley just couldn't contain the crowd that they were expecting. So obviously a growing crowd there for Music Alley, and a large crowd turning out for this Bridgewater 4th of July parade here in town. Once again, we're going to have the fireworks spectacular coming up for you in full at the end of the program. Roughly a 20-25 minute fireworks show. One of the largest here in Massachusetts. As you see the floats coming by now, this is the Road to Kindergarten. The class of 2031. Give you a second to process that. It seems like every year we say the classes are just far away, but then the years just fly right by, and 2031 is going to be here before you know it. Just 13 years away. Obviously a preschool group here coming through. One of the folks you're going to see here today is the Asamican Women's Club here in town. They support many local projects and events. The club meets on the first Monday of each month at 1 p.m. in the Bridgewater Senior Center. And one of the things you may have noticed during the 4th of July parade is a kiosk at the intersection of Route 18 and 104 that recently got repainted thanks to the Asamican Women's Club. And this is all stemming from just sitting at a traffic light. Jeff Bell had a chance to talk to the ladies of the Bridgewater Asamican Club.
Well, I think it came about when I was parked at the lights and kind of looked over at the kiosk, and it was all moldy and there was green moss on the roof, and really was kind of disgusting. And it was for the downtown beat officer when he would patrol downtown, and there's a telephone inside, and that would be his means of communication to the police station.
A couple months ago, Leslie approached me and told me about the project, and I thought it was a good opportunity for me to bring the idea to our charitable foundation committee, who did approve making a donation to help them with their project.
During the project, the ladies got some help from Tim Dorr, helping out with some of the reshingling and some of the window repair as well, and the kiosk looks great. And the Bridgewater Garden Club is going to help keep the kiosk in season, changing out some of the decorations as the calendar continues year-round. All right, and speaking of Jeff Fowler, you may know him better on July 4th as Uncle Sam. You see the star-studded suit coming through the Common, along with the Bridgewater 4th of July committee. And this is a committee made up of volunteers, and really this is an effort that starts on July 5th. I had a chance to talk with Jeff on Bridgewater Now. All right, and the planning actually really starts the day after the 4th for 4th of July 2019.
It sure does. It's actually already begun for 2019, and it's a year-long effort, but we have a very strong public safety divisions here in the town, and police and fire do yeoman's work. We pretty much just have to get the funding in place and kind of start the day, and then really our public safety comes in, and they're always faced with unique challenges every year, but everything's kind of behind the scenes. The public never really has to worry about anything, and it is because of their work, so we really thank them.
Next up here in the 4th of July parade is the Bridgewater Badgers football program. Online registration open for all levels for the 2018 season. You can register at bridgewaterbadgers.com. Practices begin mid-August. The league's annual golf tournament and dinner dance is scheduled for August 17th. This is the Badgers' largest fundraiser of the year. Obviously, a team very familiar with success, taking part in the NFL's Hall of Fame tournament. Last year had Andre Tippett come to town. Very cool experience for the Badgers, and just shows the youth football and the football presence here in Bridgewater. Looks like we have the Bridgewater Business Association, formed in 1984, organizes the town's Autumn Fest and Christmas on the Common. And it looks like we're getting the audio fixed there at the 4th of July, so we're going to send it out to Scott Olson, Jeff Fama, and Alicia Fortin just in time for them and the cameras to get soaked by a bunch of water cannons. Scott always seems to have great luck with this, so let's send it out to the crew there at the 4th of July.
They were
Yeah,
going
you
to avoid
did.
that.
You
Right,
did.
right between the eyes.
You
It was a
did.
great shot, really.
If they had tried to do it, they would have missed, but they got you.
Just watch the camera.
Just
out
watch
for
the camera.
Oh,
Watch
I
the
see a
camera.
Palmieri
She's
up
not
there.
paying attention.
All right, they missed me that time. That's good.
They
Oh,
didn't
they're
see you,
followed.
that's why.
Troop 25 behind
I
us.
ducked behind you. That was kind of the point.
Troop 25 of West Bridgewater, Massachusetts Boy Scouts is rolling down now. Look at all those badges that kid has. Look at him.
That's what you'd call an achiever, right there.
yeah.
He's going places.
He
See him
is.
becoming an Eagle Scout, right? That's the
I
highest.
think
I
level.
believe that's the highest, yes.
Yeah. I mean, what's higher than an eagle? That's what Bette Midler said.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
You got it. You got it. Thank you for knowing my reference.
I know my Bette Midler.
That was a good one. That was a turn away the microphone so I can laugh about it.
Ooh, we got some of the old cars coming. I don't think it's time for the old cars, but we got a nice old Ford right here.
Scott, you said this is one of your favorites,
They
right?
are. I love the old cars. I love seeing the hard work people put into them to make them look good for the 4th of July and any time of the year. I don't know if the Mustang counts as an old car at this point, but you know what? We'll give it to them. It's the 4th of July. I'm feeling generous.
It's a pretty car, that's
It is very pretty. That's true.
Emerald.
I'm sure it'll go much faster than mine.
Right now we have Graziano Ready Mix, and they are pulling with them
The Bridgewater Little League.
Bridgewater Little League.
Oh, they got some candy.
The firefighters.
Their season is currently underway, and the board is searching for Snack Shack volunteers if you are interested. I appreciate the child walking as a baseball glove. That is a nice touch.
That is
It must
pretty
be
cool.
very hot today,
That is
but I
commitment.
appreciate it.
It is really hot, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, a bit steamy.
Trying not to think about it.
But it is July. It should be hot.
This hot?
Maybe not this hot. I'll take this over a foot of snow.
Oh,
Very
any
true,
day,
any day.
Any day.
I'm not shoveling, I'm happy.
I mean, you live in California, though, so if you're shoveling, you've got some issues.
I guess if I was shoveling, I'd say this is an anomaly.
This looks like an interesting float
grades
coming
K through 5.
This looks like Pack 35 that we have coming up here.
This is the Bridgewater Mayflower Council. Pack 35.
Oh, I love the float.
Look at the float. They have all
First place.
A
all the
volcanic
kids.
chuck wagon. That's a new one.
That's a first place.
Well, hey, the volcano is erupting, so we might as well have one in the parade that's erupting.
Nice tie into current events there, Jess.
I'm trying the best I can do.
Followed by the Osamaquin Club.
We have the
Women-
Osamaquin Club. I don't know if you had just said that, Alicia.
Yep, she
They-
did.
they
Women
recently-
living in the spirit of service. What
And
did
they
they
had
recently
just
do?
redone the police shack down at the end here of the Common. Walked by it on my way over here to the parade and it looks absolutely wonderful. So
Oh,
great
yeah.
job by them.
Complete transformation. Looks so good.
That's wonderful.
Yep, they did that as one of their service projects, one of many that they do around town. Up, and here comes
And right now we have the veterans of foreign wars.
And as they get an excellent applause down the street here, so that's always good to see.
As they should.
As they absolutely should.
And now we have Black Hat Brew Works.
Black Hat Brew Works is a brewery opened on Scotland Boulevard. And since they've grown considerably, they've opened up an outdoor patio, hosting an annual brew fest with other breweries, and partnering up with local businesses to offer events like food trucks, yoga on tap, and paint your own pint glass. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, a lot of
You
fun
can
events
find
over there.
most of their events by searching Black Hat Brew Works on Facebook and constantly changing up their draught list. So make sure that you go and check that out.
And I just saw the South Shore Curling Club walk by, and I know Alicia and Jason Pritchard of our staff have quite the time curling. If you wanted to elaborate more on that, Alicia.
It was quite an experience. I actually stayed upright, whereas Jason wasn't so lucky. But we had a lot of fun. The team is really nice and very patient. They have learn to curl sessions at least once a year, I think more than that. So, if you're interested in curling, especially before the Winter Olympics, get on over there. They're at the Bridgewater Ice Arena, and you can search for their website at South Shore Curling Club.
That's a really cool float that they actually had.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, very
we will
creative.
curl you.
Very
that
creative.
was I missed that sign, and that is a good sign.
I thought so. Got to give credit where it's due. So we have the Arts Festival coming up in a little bit today. Make sure that you all head on over there after the parade is over.
Come on over, Scott.
Come on over, Scott.
Come on, join us.
Yeah, see, I thought you were wandering off to go do some interviews,
I'm
Jess.
not wandering off yet. Our second camera right now is being worked on. So we will go do that in a minute.
But we have some great prizes, some very festive
Chosen by
prizes.
the great volunteers of BTV who are all here today to put on this great performance. So we thank them for being able to put on these productions like this one and other events we do out throughout the year, like BR graduation, Brockton Rocks games, Christmas on the Common, all these kinds of things that are really involved in the community throughout the year.
That's right.
So
We
thank
wouldn't be
you.
able to do it without their support.
It's a nice little family atmosphere. So if you're interested in volunteering, come on down to the studio. We'd love to have you.
And we have Julie's dance studio coming up right now. They're in their 13th season. Can you imagine that? They're located at 41 Keenan Street in West Bridgewater. You can do ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, adult tap, ballet, hip hop, and ballroom for adults. Come on, Alicia, let's go out there and dance with them.
Oh gosh, no. Nobody wants to see me dance. No, no, no.
All right, go for it.
Oh,
We're doing it. We're just gonna hop right in.
I don't want to mess them up. We'll
You
let Jess
loving
go.
Bridgewater, Julie's dance?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's awesome.
Where can we go to sign up?
West Bridgewater, Keenan Street.
All right.
Happy 4th! Happy 4th!
Come on, ladies.
Hi. Hi. Happy 4th.
Yeah.
Nice job to the dancers at Julie's Studio of Dance. And let's see who we got coming up next. We got Bridgewater United Methodist Church. Their Vacation Bible School's coming up. Everyone's welcome, ages 4 through 12. Oh, I see more squirt guns.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're front and center now. I'm
Uh-oh.
toast, Alicia.
All right, we got Bridgewater girls softball.
Jess, you were a softball player, right?
Absolutely, I was for my entire life. It was one of my favorite things to do, and let me tell you, I miss it. I
You should
absolutely miss it.
join an adult league.
Not the same though. These are, this is one of those things. Growing up, you form a lot of friendships that will always be there. A lot about yourself and a lot about teamwork.
Yep. Good coaching.
All right, they're definitely setting their sights on me. This is not
Oh,
good.
boy. They're thinking about it.
Yeah, they're definitely thinking about it.
And the board is
We
searching.
have the camera to protect us this time.
I think so. I think everybody's seeing it, which is good.
The board is searching for new volunteers.
Oh, here comes some more antique cars.
It
They
just
need
looks
some-
so incredible. The amount of work you have to put in to get a car looking that great is phenomenal.
That's right.
I would
Well,
love
hats
to
off
ride
to
in
them.
that red and black one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
You guys want a piece of candy? I just got handed some.
What you get? Oh, blow pops, Starburst. I'll take Starburst. Scott?
Scott, you want a piece of
Blow
candy?
pop, Starburst?
I am all set.
All right.
Okay. Brianna Wu running for U.S. Congress.
It is an election year.
It is.
Elections are in November.
Been hearing a lot about it.
Yeah, yeah. Today is about the days, everything that's right about America.
That's right.
Well, it's not the best smelling float.
Smell that hay. But the music is lovely.
You always got to have that for a special event or a wedding. You just gotta have CPR there.
Well, the important things about CPR.
And I remember from last year, Noonan Waste had Oscar the Grouch on the front of the garbage truck. I think they decided against that this year. I pointed that out last year.
That's
That was
right.
a really good one.
It was a really good one. but I can see why they're not doing it this year.
All right, since we don't have our second camera, we're going to adjust
We're
for
gonna
a
try
second.
right here. You guys want to try to win a prize? All right. Mom can help you if you don't know. Do you know what year the Declaration of Independence was signed?
1776.
That's right. You got it.
Nice job.
You want to pick out a prize?
I'm going to
Okay, go
jump
ahead.
in here for 1 second. The Mandela Washington Fellowship is coming up right behind Jess. They visited Bridgewater last year, around this time of year, I believe. Some amazing scholars in that group.
Absolutely, I always put out amazing scholars. And they're very festive today, too.
Looks like they're having a great time. It's always nice to have visitors to town.
Absolutely, and who wouldn't have a grand time here on the 4th of July?
I know. Uncle Sam's Patriotic Jazz Band.
Let's take a listen.
Up. It's our favorite float, Alicia.
Bridgewater Savings Bank, looking good, guys.
Bridgewater Savings Bank does a lot in the community, including donating to different causes around town, such as the Osamaquin Club's shack at the end of the common.
Yep, and they donate to the 4th of July, Music Alley, a lot of the community events or community things in town.
And they're located on 14 Main Street right here in Bridgewater.
Oh, I think I see your Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, that must have been Dooley.
It was Dooley, not Noonan.
Both do, I'm sure, do
I
a
mean-
fine job collecting your trash.
Yes, I have
One of them
Dooley.
does
They
have
do a
Oscar
very
the
good
Grouch.
job. And,
Oh, there it is, Oscar the Grouch.
There
All
he
right.
and we saw Jeff Fowler in the parade, but now we see Jeff Fowler's truck.
I'm sure anybody who's watching today has seen Jeff around town. Certainly does a lot of events as DJ Jeff Fowler. You can
And-
certainly turn on for a DJ event,
Oh,
whether
and
it's
he-
Uncle Sam or a wedding. He does an excellent job.
Oh,
You
he
guys,
does a
we got
great job.
Bert, Ernie, Elmo, Oscar, and the Cookie Monster.
The whole Sesame Street
The whole
gang.
Sesame Street is here.
Oscar's greeted by a few of his friends here. This is a great improvement over last year.
This is way better. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's really good.
I think I have a new favorite.
What's your name, love? What's your name? All right, come over here. I want you all to look into this camera. Come here. Come back here with me. And I want you to all turn that way. I want you all to say Happy 4th of July. Can you do that?
Happy 4th of July!
All right, you guys. Now I have a question for you. You want to try to answer it? Do you know the first state to celebrate and make it a national holiday, the 4th of July? I'll give you a hint. All right. You want to pick out a prize? Awesome. Just one, you guys. Then I want you to show it to the camera. Wave it all big.
After the parade, Bridgewater State University held the Arts and Music Festival at Boynton Quad. Residents braved the extreme heat to hear musicians from around the area. There's also good food, including fried dough, cotton candy, and Italian ice. Kids could also make their own sand art, pictures, and of course, ride on the train going around the quad. We'll have the fireworks spectacular coming up next on the Bridgewater Review 4th of July special.
All right, so we are going to pull the big push winner, and Violet is going to pull our ticket for us. Come on over, Violet. Close your eyes and take a name out. One, just one. There you go. And can you read it, please?
Alex
Gogan, it looks like. We will call him and let him know that he's won. Thank you, Violet.
Before the break, you saw Alex Gogan's name get pulled as the winner of the Big Push raffle held by the 4th of July committee. Every year, the winner gets to launch the first firework into the air before the evening's festivities at Legion Field.
The way these buttons work is just push it forwards once and let it go. Yeah. You hear him? And that, you can practice. Go ahead. Push that one and practice. Just like that. Okay? So everything's off right now. And we can turn the panel on. And then we can select over here. Give me some light, please, Stephen. And we have different switches that we can select what we want to shoot. So what we're going to push today is going to be number 2. We're not going to use 1. So the way you practice 1, you just press number 2. And are we ready? Everyone?
No, almost.
We're gonna wait till the song's over, and then the other thing we do is we look around, make sure there's nobody out there. I'm gonna put on my helmet. Okay, and we're gonna time it. See the little light? So when you push number 2 forward, you're gonna send up a blue firework. It's gonna be real loud. It's gonna come out from somewhere around there. Okay? Whenever you're ready, you want to do a countdown? You can put your finger on it. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push. There it goes.
What color?
Good
job, Alex.
Yeah, we want you all to put your hands in the air tight as we get ready to celebrate for our fireworks spectacular. Coming up very soon. Is everybody enjoying themselves tonight out there? All right, we are very fortunate to have several live performances here. You can hear them already. So America's Little Angels are on stage right now, and they are going to sing a little patriotic tune for us. Here we go.
Hello? You're a grand old flag. You're a red flag. And forever peace may reign. You're the emblem of love. The land of love. The born in the land of the brave. Every heartbeat true for the red, white, and blue. For there's never a rose so black. Should all the acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
How about for America's Little Angels, everybody, right there? We have our next live performer. This is Chelsea May performing America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves. majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleamed, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
How about it for everybody? Chelsea May on the mic tonight. All right, so I believe we have our next performer on stage right now. This is Connor McCarthy, and Connor will be performing a tune. This is called Coming Home. Again, Connor McCarthy, everybody, tonight.
It's a four-letter word, a place you go to heal your hurt. It's an altar, it's a shelter, one place you're always welcome. Pink flamingo, double wine, one bedroom in a high-rise, a mansion on a hill where the memories always will keep you company whenever you are alone. After all of my running, I'm finally coming. Oh, the world tried to break me, I found a road to take me home. There ain't nothing but a blue sky now. After all of my running, I'm finally coming home. Well, they say it's where the heart is, and I guess the hardest part is when your heart is broken and you're lost out in the
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Thank you.
Connor McCarthy, everybody right there on stage.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jill Aikens right there.
Thank you.